こんやな, hello. Yeah, we're playing Attorney Combat today. Hey Da, hey Pancake. Sorry, I'm late. My house alarm. Oh my god. Was it you guys? Are you in my house? Seriously, it was like, it went on for like 5 minutes. I was trying to figure it out. It was like, I'm like, my ears are ringing now from the alarm going off for so long. It was you, Pancake. It was the sus imposter. Well, Bucci says it was him, so does Wonder. I'll knock next time? Okay, good to know. But yeah, we made it. We're okay now. And yeah, we can finally start Ace Attorney. But yeah, I figure if there is an intruder, this VOD will be the evidence. If anything happens, it'll be caught live on stream, so yeah. Let's just get going. Maybe it was Eggert Benedict broke into my house because he knew we were onto him this time. Yeah, if there's an intruder, we'll get a surprise collab. Yeah, come collab with me, intruder. You can read the lines. Ah, Gina, how are you holding up? Starting to feel quite warmly towards her frequent cold shoulders now. Ginny! Are you alright? Why aren't you saying anything? What's the point, eh? Why go to all this trouble and fight so hard for the likes of me? What? Well, you saw it, that picture. What picture? The incriminating photo? Intruder doesn't want collab, he wants segs. No! Get out, intruder! Ah, you mean this? The photograph taken by Hurley's red-handed recorder. Well, I didn't think it would have captured a scene like this, that's for sure. It's hopeless. Anyone who sees that's gonna think I did it, ain't they? Well, I won't pretend it wasn't a bit of a shock when the prosecution first presented it to the court. Surely you've gotta have your doubts about me now. You can't still think I'm innocent. Of course I can. Oh, hey, Alex! Admin 100% real, not fake. Alright. Sounds like something an intruder that tripped off my house alarm would say. Tell us what really happened that night. Eh? Bruno's cleverly managed to piece together a lot of new information, but still, we'd really like to hear it from you. Do it on the witness stand. Why are you asking her here? Alright then. It was after we'd had that dinner together at your place, right, Iris? Then we all had a chat up in your office, didn't we? Yes, I remember. After that, I just couldn't get to sleep. So I slipped out and went down the street to the 2-to-1 to Windibank's place. I had to know if Iris's story was there or not. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I don't know what it's about or nothing. But if you ask me, there's something in it that Sholmes don't like. Something what he don't want people reading. So that's why he lied to Iris about sticking it in lug with Windibank for safekeeping. At least, that's what I thought at the time. So you broke into Windibank's? I just had to know if it was there or not. I mean, I had no idea all that was gonna kick off, did I? I struck the lock and snuck inside. It was dark as you like in there. So I gave the oil lamp on the counter a bit of wick, and that's when... What do you think you're doing? Ah! I nearly died, I did, and next thing I knew... I grabbed the gun off the counter and was waving it in the air like... I don't know what. Time to order pizza? Eat Gina and pizza at the same time? No, just eat your pizza. Go get your pizza. Ah, you're the girl who was in here this afternoon. I didn't think pickpockets went in for armed robbery. The mantle script. Have you got it here? Did Sholmes leave a load of papers with you? A story. Yeah, the alarm went off in my house. It's off now though, but it was literally like right before, and it was going on for so long I was like, am I even gonna be able to stream? But it's all good now. Hopefully it doesn't turn on again. If it does, I'm so sorry for your ears, because that definitely hurt my ears. Sorry, young lady. But I'd sooner die than relinquish an article belonging to one of my customers. I don't want it. What would I do with it anyway? I just want to see it's here, that's all. The sus imposter set the alarm off. If it goes off again, we'll just go deaf, don't worry. Yeah. I mean, you guys are protected by my, like... noise gate on my mic, so you'll be fine. I won't be. I want to know if Sholmes really pawned it here or not. Please, just let me see it and I'll go. Oh, very well then. But for pity's sake, stop waving my gun around, would you? Why'd she have to be holding the gun? So then the old cove unlocked the storeroom door and we both went inside. And it was there all right, the mantle script. Sholmes weren't lying after all. You did all that just to check for me, Ginny? Anyway, then there was a bit of a kick-up out in the main bit of the shop. The Skulkin brothers arriving on the scene, yes. What was that noise? Someone's breaking in. Wants him to... No, she doesn't want that. Shoot his load. No. Dear me, is there some burglars convention here tonight that I don't know about? Burglars convention? I think I forgot to shut the door behind me. Sorry. I'd better go and take care of it. Could I possibly have my gun back? Oh, well, I'll come with ya and... Now don't be foolish, young girl. You must stay right there. Don't leave this room under any circumstances. It's his fault that she's getting accused. Are you saying Mr. Windibank couldn't pull her? No. And with that, he took the gun out of me hands and walked back out into the shop. I mean, clearly he's trying to frame her for murder now, so... I hung back in the storeroom like he said, straining me ears in the dark to hear what was going on. It sounded like they got into a bit of a scrap. I started to think I should help, see? So I was just about to go out the storeroom myself when... You think I'm sus? Why am I sus? I heard a couple of shots go off, 2 I think, almost at the same time. And then there he was, right at me feet, lying face down on the floor. I was right next to the storeroom door, so I slammed it shut and locked it quick as you like. Because you thought whoever had shot Mr. Windebank might come for you? Yeah, so I went to grab the old cove's gun. I set the alarm off so I could be late? No! Why would I do that? If I was gonna be late, I would just tell you I'm late. I wouldn't set off the alarm. He's British, ain't he? Yeah, he's British. When I got a better look at him, I knew. Windebank was a goner. I felt funny in me head all of a sudden, kinda dizzy. And after that, I don't remember nothing. Wait, so she literally just like fainted? Oh my god. That must be when you passed out, Gina. She didn't even get knocked out by anything, she just fainted. Hey Joe, was my house haunted? I don't know. I mean, it's always haunted by me, but I don't know what tripped off the alarm. If I hadn't done what I done, the old cove might still be alive. Did you tell the police everything you just told us? Of course I did, but they didn't believe a word of it, did they? All they said was, if I kept telling lies, it'd make things even worse for me. Set off the alarm so she could be late enough to commit murder? What kind of alibi is that? Am I gonna find a dead body in my house now? Am I gonna get framed? It'll be alright, Jenny, don't worry. Just stay strong a little longer. Runo's about to put the real culprit through the mill. Can we just find Eggert? Where's Eggert? That cove what was there in the afternoon? That Eggert Benedict. I still remember how he looked at me, like I was nothing. He was there that night. We don't know his real name yet, but I'm convinced that he's involved somehow. His real name. No alibi, that's why your murder of Tofu has been exposed. No! Why would that even... That doesn't make any sense for me to have used my alarm now to expose a murder of like 2 years ago. Everywhere Ayana goes, she is haunted by egg. Yes. Yeah, it was the egg. Maybe the egg's the intruder. Live the experience of watching a live where a dude's alarm went off and he was okay. His roommate's food got burned though. Oh no, not the food. Ghost jail. Ghost death penalty. How would there be a ghost death penalty? I'm already dead. You can leave it all in Runo's capable hands now, Ginny. Mr. Nara Odo. Yes? How come you trust me? I don't get it. I mean, have you forgotten what happened here before? Come on, it was only 2 months ago. Me and McGilded, we told you a whole pack of lies. Yeah, she and McGilded. They were in cahoots. Ghost Jail was in Danny Phantom. Oh yeah, that actually was a thing in Danny Phantom. In the Ghost Zone. Get vanished to the Ghostbusters Ghost Trap dimension. I'm already in the Ghost Zone though. You can't send me there if I'm already here. Ghost death penalty is permanently scattering your soul forever, meaning dead. I'm already dead. The skeleton realm? The bone zone? I'm definitely not in the bone zone. She helped the guy and she blames you. Yeah, come on, Gina. Such a tsundere. No, I can never forget that. Oh. I did what I thought was best at the time. But the pain of that error of judgment doesn't get any easier to bear. Still, don't forget that I also made you a promise. I told you that I'd be on your side to the bitter end no matter what. Aww. Consciousness will be destroyed. Well, I'll just stop existing. You could be working to get another killer off the hook for all you know. But duh, if I stop existing, then you'll never get to watch Ace Combat. You'll never get to see the Ace Combat stream if I stop existing. Collective consciousness. Don't worry, Tofu got us. You'll just watch Tofu play it? Wow. Okay. I was once in your position, Gina. I was the accused in a trial. You were? Before I left Japan, I was accused of murder. And strange as it might sound, the circumstances of the crime were pretty damning. Enough about Ace Combat. Let's see. Rookie Peace? Yeah, Rookie Peace sounds more like the type of game I would play. Wonder if we'll finish Ace Attorney this stream? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's probably gonna drag on to another stream after this. Because we have to interrogate, like, we haven't even found Eggert, and then we have to interrogate him, and that's probably gonna take, like, this whole entire stream, and then there's probably gonna be some twist where he's like, oh, it wasn't me all along, it was, like, Sholmes or something, and then we'll have to stream it, like, 2 more streams. Oh, Bruno! Yeah, imagine the trial goes on for 5 more days. That could actually happen. We'll probably have to, like, go back and investigate the crime scene again. But there was one person who stood up for me, who believed in me and was prepared to defend me. Kazuma? My best friend! Oh, the music! We got the Kazuma music. Kazuma! Ryunosuke, no one believes in you more than I do. Leave this to me. All you need to do is put your faith in me and I'll do the rest. I was so happy I cried. Oh. But even then, somewhere inside me, I couldn't help thinking. Surely he doesn't really believe in me. Not completely. Oh my god, I love his music. It's so good. But I was wrong. Speedrun time. It was Naruhodo all along. He has a split personality. Kazuma the Dead. Ah, it's Bucci! Hey Bucci, the guy in my house. Get out! Homosexual speech. Very homosexual. Look at them! Aww. As soon as my trial began, it was obvious that he had an absolute unwavering belief in me. And in turn, I developed an absolute unwavering belief in him. They belong together. Since then, I came to realize, if you want someone to believe in you, you have to believe in the other person first. What are you saying? I promise you, Gina, that no matter what happens, I'll keep believing in you. So you don't need to worry. I won't let you down. Even though I'm a diver and a no-good liar? You're not like McGilded, I know that. The guy in your house. There's a lot of anime male pillow covers in the laundry. No! Why are you going through my laundry? In return, developed an unstoppable thirst for him. Been busy, been dead. Oh no. Same. I'm always dead. Oh hey, Pie. McGild is McGill dead. Oh, I just woke up. Good morning. Make sure the laundries are smelling good. No! Don't smell the laundry. That's right, you're our friend, Ginny. Iris. We know you better than you think. And we've come to the conclusion that you're someone we can trust. You sure about that? You sure about that, Ryunosuke? Yes. That's really all we need to know. Exactly. Mr. Nara Odo, I... Oh no! The tsundere's crying! Defendant Gina Lestrade and her legal representative! Court proceedings are about to resume. Please head into the courtroom immediately. Yes, of course! Thank you! Wait, did they find Eggert? Oh, this music! This is my favorite background music. I've been both a defendant and a defending lawyer in my time. So I knew only too well just how hard it was to put all your faith in another. And I also knew just how hard it was to bear the burden of another putting all their faith in you. Oh. Call me Sir Nipponese. Oh, yay! Go get your pizza. Lucky, I want pizza now. This is it at last! The final chapter! The final battle! We made it, you guys! Finally! The final chapter! Maybe we can finish it this stream, I don't know. Wish me luck, Susato-san, and I hope you're watching over me too. Partner! Partner! Alright, let's go. Hereby call this court to order as we resume the trial of Miss Gina Lestrade. Lord Van Zeeks, have you successfully subpoenaed the witness? The subpoena was delivered to the communications station where the man works immediately, my lord. However, the heavy rain has delayed the arrival of his carriage, it would seem. I see. Then let us turn our attention to Inspector Gregson's precis of the case heard by the court this morning. The glaring omission of the third bullet in your report is a serious blunder, Inspector. Gregson, you made a blunder. You I'm not reading all of these. Oh my god, no! No gangbanging, no. This is not that kind of game. What kind of game do you think this is? No, I'm not reading. Go eat your pizza. You played H games before? No, I actually really haven't. Says the word. I can say words. Alright, yeah, let's keep it family friendly. You're not gonna do an H game stream. Gonna get banned. YouTube will strike me. Implies you want to play one someday? No! How does that imply anything? I haven't, I will continue to not. Danny, no! That game does not exist, Joe. Be here waiting if you get struck down. Join the spook generates. I didn't expect to be crossing paths with him again so soon, and certainly not like this. Bees got— oh, there he is! There he is. Thank you for complying with the court's subpoena at such short notice, sir. But of course, my lord, as an upstanding member of London society, it is my pleasure to oblige. Why do you sound disappointed? I didn't sound disappointed. I bet you guys are the ones that are disappointed that it doesn't exist. Spook generators will never abandon you. Someone needs to share all the M and F games. I don't... What is that? I don't even know what that stands for. Do I want to know? Oh, it's his real name! Ashley Graydon? His real name's Ashley Graydon. I like Eggert Benedict way more. That's such a boring name. Ashley Graydon, communications officer. I bet this is the fake name. Eggert Benedict has to be his real name. Doesn't he look like an Eggert Benedict? oh. Okay, well, thanks for informing me, Gucci. Mr. Graydon and I both work at London's Central Communications Station. Now perhaps somebody would kindly explain what all this is about. You were apprised of the situation by the court officer on your way here, I presume. Yes, I was. Something to do with the murder that took place at a pawnbroker's on Baker Street. And some nonsense about me having been there on the night in question. That is the accusation indeed. Yeah, Ashley Graydon sounds like a header for a resume. That's why it sounds fake. Like, it's too perfect of a name. VR? I've never... Never mind. I was gonna say I don't think they make that in VR, but they do. They probably do. It's the internet. Looks more like a Mary Kate. Very well. Without further delay, the court will hear your testimony now, Mr. Graydon. You'll respond to the accusation made against you under oath. He's definitely gonna lie. Again with the moves. With the Fortnite dancing moves. Naturally, I have occasion to make use of pawnbroking services from time to time. Are you seriously suggesting I colluded with these thugs to break into the place on the night of the murder? I have no intention of admitting to such an outrageous accusation. Even if certain parties here present claim that my blood was found at the scene. Some Scaramouche detective's homebrewed tincture can hardly be taken as serious evidence. So you deny the accusation completely, do you? I must say I am dismayed. For the highest court in the land to be swayed by this self-professed detective's toy? It was the will of the jury, and our great British justice system demands that the jury's will is upheld. He looks so mad about it. Metaverse. No, don't commission that! 3D model, oh my god. And it would seem we have the misfortune of a most inept assembly of jurors today. By golly! How long am I expected to be detained here? If, following the defense's cross-examination, your involvement in this matter has not been established, you will be free to leave immediately. Good, then I shall be away in time for afternoon tea. Some small consolation, at least. When isn't Van Zeek's angry? That's a fair point. It's actually a very fair point. Let us not hold up Mr. Graydon any longer than necessary, counsel. Proceed with the cross-examination. So we meet again, Mr. Eggert Benedict. Or is it Mr. Graydon? My apologies, you are? Ryunosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. We have met. If you say so. Ashley Graydon. Enchanté. So. Ooh! Ooh! He caught the hat! I trust we can conclude this quickly. Ryunosuke should put on the hat. Van Zeeks is only calm when he indulges in unrestrained racism. That's also true. Least racist Twitter user, I mean, Not anymore now that now that Elon Musk owns it. Not holding your flashy hat while we do. Okay. Yes, we even met in the very pawnbrokery where the crime took place on the afternoon of the day in question. Though, of course, you introduced yourself by a different name at the time. Not anymore that Ayana is on Twitter. I've been on Twitter for ages now. What do you mean? Racist against the living due to them having leg privileges? I have legs. They're ghost legs, but I have legs. The day before Ayana came back is when Elon Musk bought Twitter. Coincidence? What is this conspiracy theory? Witnesses here to testify about events that took place that night. He is under no obligation to answer such unrelated questions. You can't be serious. Thank you, because I certainly do not feel inclined to answer such an inappropriate question. So he's going to be evasive, is he? In an effort not to give anything away. This could be tricky. Alright. Could Elon be an Ayana simp? No! I don't want that! Maybe if I bought Twitter for her, I can finally get the Ayana girlfriend experience. Sorry, Elon. I'm friend zoning you. Everyone is friend zoned by default on this channel. Even if you have, what was it, $45 million billion? How much was it? I don't even remember how much he spent. No, I don't associate with criminals. Said by a man who introduced himself as Eggert Benedict. He's definitely a criminal. Attack on Titan has ruined the phrase, I don't want that forever for me. I don't know the reference because I don't watch Attack on Titan. Who says that in Attack on Titan? Is that a thing? We're friend zone? Yeah, we're friends. We can be friends. Ew, no. Oh, wait, what? Oh, never mind. There will be no licking of feet on this channel either. Oh, it's not in the anime? Oh, the manga's ending? Oh, it's... I guess that sounds like something Aaron would say. I don't know. I forgot that ended. That ended a while ago, didn't it, the manga? Whose idea was it to permit an outsider to work in a British court anyway? Well, needless to say. Unsubbed? I mean, if that's what you want from me, then yeah, go ahead and unsub. I will not be providing this type of content. Aaron support. No! looks at the KKK and thinks they're too soft. Wait, which one did I just do? Did I do this one yet? No attention remaining to such. Unsub? Okay, bye. It was nice. It was nice knowing you, Bucci. Goodbye. Past the hour at which I would normally retire. Certainly. This is supposed to be begging us to come back. Goodbye, going to simp for Gina. Alright. Have a good time. Have fun. Bye. Naruto took a whole year or more to end the fight with Madara. I never finished Naruto either, so I don't know. Or I never even started Naruto. Manga ends with turbo genocide. Really didn't know how to kill him. Gina will let us hit. Simp for tofu? Yeah, you can simp for tofu. Naruto manga took all of 2012 to finish. That ended in 2012? Dang. Well, I guess they're still going with like Boruto, right? You're able to prove that? Yigiari! Listen carefully, my learned Nipponese friend. For you appear to be under a gross misapprehension on this point. What do you mean? The witness maintains he was not at the scene of the crime. He has no obligation to prove his absence. If your accusation is that the witness was present at the scene, the obligation lies with you to prove your assertion. Oh, is this where we have to use the green blood? Because it's... Or no, didn't we do that last time? We did that last time. We were like, the blood matches, the green blood matches the calendar. Oh wait, but then they were like, we can't trust Sholmes' invention. You will fulfill that obligation before putting any more unreasonable questions to the witness. Okay, then how else can we prove that— Oh my god, this dance! He was... A silent victory wiggle, thanks. Victory wiggle. Okay, yeah, even if certain parties here present claim that my blood was found at the scene. Okay. Blood was found at the scene of the crime. There's no question of that. Mr. Sholmes' chemical analysis has positively identified the substance as such. But I am not the only human to have blood running through my veins, am I? How can you be sure that the blood is mine? It could equally be the blood of one of these two miscreants. Every individual's blood has a slightly different composition, it seems. Mr. Sholmes' chemical is able to differentiate Spare me the science lesson! Who is this Sholmes character anyway? Oh, I assumed all Londoners would know the name. He's a a renowned detective. What, Ryunosuke? You don't think he's great? Wiggle. Victory wiggle sounds kinda hot. You think Eggert Benedict is hot? So even you are unable to bring yourself to say great detective. A great detective, you say? Tisk! Now we're in the realm of fairy tales, are we? Alright, so this guy with the punchable face, that's Fuchi's type. Okay. Didn't know that. When he says the bottom line is I have nothing to do with the pawnbroking establishment, show him the music box. Oh, yeah. Bottom line. Yeah, because he went back to get that thing, so... Unosuke throws Sholmes under the bus. Oh, wait. He reacts. Do you have something to say about that, Mr. Skulkin? Eh? What? Me? No, the Mr. Skulkin next to you. Right, I've had it up to here with this. How many times have I got to tell you? Yes, I know you're not big bruv sulky. Mr. Nash Skulkin. God, blimey, Governor, you what? Is it not the case that when Mr. Graydon just spoke, a thought went through your mind? Would you care to share that thought with the court? Eh? Me thoughts? I don't have none of them. It must have been him. You what? Mr. Nash Skulkin, answer the question, please. Oh, hey, Wonder. What went through your mind when Mr. Graydon just spoke? Nothing, honest, Gov, nothing. I was just thinking. If he waves his arm around like that much more, it'll open up the wound again, that's all. What wound? Where he took the bullet, of course. It was only 2 days ago. It ain't gonna be healed up yet. Oh. So I was, well, you know, I was worrying for him and... Oh, hell's bells! Mr. Graydon, did you hear that? Oh, we got him. Your comrade is worried about you, it seems. On account of your injured arm. My lord. Yes, Mr. Graydon? I have no idea what these two wretches are talking about. How was he able to wiggle so much with an injured arm? He was like... moving around so much. Certainly I shouldn't be expected to answer anything in relation to their mindless insinuations. We know that someone other than the victim was hit by a bullet at the scene of the crime 2 nights ago. And from the height of the bullet hole in the wall, that person was likely hit in the upper arm or thereabouts. Perhaps you'd allow a court official to examine your arm, sir. The left arm that you're currently clasping with your right hand, as if in pain. Just break out the dance moves again. No, I refuse. You have shown no evidence whatsoever that links me to these common thieves. Accordingly, I am not obliged to permit any such invasion of my privacy. Dude, he's literally clutching onto his arm. As I've already said, I'm completely uninvolved in all this. I've never had anything to do with the pawnbrokery where this fellow was killed whatsoever. I take offense at the insinuation that I was in any way involved. You claim to have had nothing whatsoever to do with Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery? My lord! Dude, the judge is even on to him. The defense would like that last statement to be added to Mr. Graydon's formal testimony. Very well, counsel. Continue with your testimony, Mr. Graydon. Bottom line is, never had anything to do. Okay, well, let's press it first so then I can present. Never had anything to do with it? You forget that I was there, Mr. Graydon, on the very afternoon of the incident. Obviously, I am not a complete stranger to the pawnbrokers. I'm currently on the lookout for an armchair to furnish my study. No, you were there to redeem an article! I have no idea what you're talking about. Ooh. Gregson has an idea. Do you have something to add, Inspector? Come again, Sunshine? You were there too, in fact, weren't you, Inspector, that afternoon? Well, yes, I do remember meeting yourself in the pawnbrokers that afternoon. You, your young Japanese assistant, and the accused were all present, as I recall. And at that time, this witness, Mr. Graydon, was trying to acquire a particular article. Well now. I'm afraid I don't remember too clearly. What? But you must! What was the point if he doesn't... Why did he react if he doesn't remember? If he's just gonna say he doesn't remember? What's going on here? Grexy showed us a picture before, didn't he? You know, from the cameras that Hurley installed in Windibanks. Yes, of course. Indeed, and the gentleman pictured bears a striking resemblance to the witness, I must say. Exactly, which proves that Mr. Graydon was in the shop on the afternoon in question. At no point have I denied that fact. I merely entered the shop to peruse the articles on sale and have a word with the broker. Nothing more. This makes no sense. I understand why Mr. Graydon might be trying to cover his tracks. But why would Gregson be trying to avoid giving testimony about what happened? He straight up, he just was like, I forgot. I don't remember. That's all he's gonna say on the matter, is it? What do you think, Runo? I think he has no intention of telling us anything. He's well aware that the less he says, the less chance he has of giving himself away. The complete opposite of Hurley, then. He seems to think that the more he says, the better. Well, at least I managed to prise a little more information from these witnesses' lips. All thanks to the Skulkin brothers. Yes, they were the key to it after all. So he says he had nothing to do with Windibanks. Well, we know that's not true. Perhaps now would be a good time to have a proper look through the court record. Good idea. You never know what tiny scrap of information could become a valuable weapon. Alright, so... we have the disc, we have... this gun. Wait, do we have the photo of him? That they just showed? Oh, it's not in the court record. Okay. Yeah, show him the disc. Get Gregson in jail. Yeah, he's lying in court. Okay. wait. Examine. Well, it has his blood. We know it's his blood because we were there, so. Have you ever seen this disc before, Mr. Graydon? Why? Is it supposed to mean something? This disc was, until the day of his murder, in pawn in Mr. Windibank's shop. It was redeemed by the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, that afternoon. However, somebody mysteriously appeared to try to take it from her. And that somebody was you, of course, wasn't it, Mr. Graydon? As I have reiterated numerous times now, you are mistaken. That was not me. What do you mean? It was obviously you. We were there. I've never seen that disc before in my life. He's such a liar. It may have escaped your notice, but there is a small smear of blood on the disc. Ah, yes, resulting from an abrasion of the thumb, perhaps? That's right, the surface of the disc is covered in hundreds of tiny metal bumps. In the skirmish to acquire the disc, the thumb of the person who tried to take it suffered minor lacerations. So, while the disc bears the remnants of that skirmish in the form of the smear of blood, the thumb of the person in question must bear the remnants also, in the form of a scratch! Alright, let's check his thumb. Check his thumb. This man's pants constantly on fire. Yeah, this is such a good track. Just killed a bug? Wow. You call me a murderer? The objection track. Yeah, we're objecting to his lies. Good gracious, indeed it must. Mr. Graydon. You refused to allow a court officer to examine your arm before. Are you now going to refuse to allow us to examine your thumb? Because I have no doubt that it bears a small scratch consistent with the smear of blood on this disc. It was a dangerous bug, had to put it down. Was it a mosquito? Because if it's a mosquito, I'll allow it. Well, well. It would seem I underestimated you. But what is the meaning of this? So you admit it now? You admit you have a scratch on your thumb from when you attempted to take the disc from the defendant? Ooh. Order! Well, Mr. Graydon? It would appear there has been something of a misunderstanding here. I did not attempt to take the disc as you put it. No, quite the reverse. What are you trying to say? It's really quite simple, you see. The disc was mine from the outset. Is there some crime in taking an item that you own out of pawn? It was a June bug? Are June bugs dangerous? What are June bugs? I don't even know what June bugs are. Are they actually dangerous? It would seem, Mr. Graydon, that in this piece of evidence, my learned friend has established a link between yourself and the incident. Accordingly, you will tell the court everything you know about this disc now. As you wish. Though I'm quite sure it has nothing whatsoever to do with the pawnbroker's murder. Alright. They can kill with one sting, really? Put my life on the line to watch your stream. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're safe. You're safe from the June bug. Redemption ticket was stolen from me by the accused. That filthy gutterling. on the day in question. I proceeded at once to the shop in order to explain my situation and redeem my article. In the end, of course, the disc was taken by the police. In other words, I had absolutely no reason to break into the shop later that same night. Did I hear you correctly, sir? McGilded, you say? The famous London philanthropist? Who perished in this very courtroom 2 months ago after being acquitted of a distinctly messy murder? Yes, my lord, the one and the same. Good lord, Mr. Graydon! Every viewer puts their life on the line watching Ayana Spector curse. I don't curse other people. Look for it and YT showed my Vietnamese people? What? Looked for what? Are you saying that Mr. McGilded and yourself were acquainted? No, Santa. Of course, that's not what he's saying. Yes, that's correct. The Spectre curse is real. Oh, Junebug? Are Junebugs... What does that have to do with Vietnamese people? Are they found in Vietnam? Is that a thing? I certainly didn't expect to hear that name uttered here in my courtroom again. He like literally died in your courtroom. Why would I feel like people would talk about it. According to what Gina told us, this disc was placed in pawn on that fateful night 2 months ago. McGilded himself gave instructions to deposit it at Windibanks. My friend who watched you died the next day, written in blood, was saying, I killed two of them, now the Spookgenerates are next. Maybe that was your friend. Because if you say your friend wrote, I killed Tofu, then that means your friend's the one that murdered him. And maybe your friend's the one that murdered me. Wake up, sheeple. How would I write it? If it's a dying message, it's written by the person that died. So clearly it was your friend. Murder mystery solved. Daw's friend murdered me. It's funny that Mr. Graydon here is claiming the disc belongs to him then, isn't it? In all likelihood, he's lying. Yes, we figured that out, Ryunosuke. So he appeared that afternoon at Windibanks in order to get his hands on McGilded's disc for some reason. Counsel, you will commence your cross-examination, please. How do you know if it was a dying message? Isn't that what people do? That happens a lot in Ace Attorney. People die and then they like take their blood. That happened in this game, although it was proven false. But that's beside the point. For McGilded, but the item belongs to me. Statement 4 is the most sus. Wait, okay, let me go. I need to go back and read it. As you will observe, a communications officer such as myself commands a fine salary. You are certainly exquisitely dressed, sir. So you see, I have little need to make use of the services provided by the pawnbrokery trade. However, I did once find myself in difficulties having misplaced my purse whilst on an errand. He has a purse. Which is why I pawned my fine black overcoat to the broker in question. You claim that was your overcoat? Obviously, and in my haste I clean forgot that the music box disc was in its pocket. And yet there is a note on it that reads, "For McGilded." I am a collector of rare and unusual music box music. I first met Mr. McGilded at a gentleman's club in the city and was interested to discover that he shared my penchant in that area. So the disc in question, it's a pre-production sample. I promised to let Mr. McGilded hear it. But then you forgot that it was in the pocket of the overcoat you were forced to pawn. Yes, exactly. Gina didn't mention any of that in her testimony 2 months ago, did she? No, because McGilded had threatened her to keep her mouth shut. Which means that if we dig too deeply here, it's going to expose Gina's perjury. Oh no! We're not allowed to make it seem like Gina lied. But she did! But then how are we supposed to tell the truth? Written after my friend died by a ghost. Ectoplasm? That sounds like some fake science. Like a Sholmes invention. Broke his neck, but he was available to write a message in the sand. Committed suicide via 3 shots to the back of the head. Yeah, and then he wrote a dying message. Oh dear, this is complicated, isn't it? Let's leave it alone for the time being. I don't... Excited at the murder? No! Okay, what was statement 4? The disc was taken by the police. Oh, okay, maybe Gregson will say something about that. Cause wasn't Gregson the one that brought it back or something? Yeah. Yes, it was taken by Inspector Gregson here, wasn't it? That's right, this was the very man. Apparently the police are collecting anything that has a connection to Mr. McGilded as evidence. Chotto! No! We're not making that a thing. No, not. I'm not reading any of those. You guys, stop! Is something wrong, Inspector? No! What do you mean? The last remark Mr. Graydon made in his testimony seemed to trouble you in some way. No, it didn't. It's nothing. Leave it alone. Let me ask you this, Inspector. Why is Scotland Yard gathering Mr. McGilded's possessions? I can't tell you something like that, Sunshine. What is it, Inspector? Investigative secrets? Yes, exactly. You should know all about that. Magnus McGilded, who died so unexpectedly after his trial 2 months ago. A man renowned throughout the capital for his great contributions to public life. Yet he had a dark side, too. Where are you going with this, Van Zeeks? I suppose the police are dealing with the aftermath of his nefarious activities, are they? That's enough! Coppers like me have duties to carry out that we're not at liberty to talk about. That's all you need to know. Duties conferred by Lord Strongheart, I presume. The Lord Chief Justice appears to have great faith in you, Inspector. The bottom line is, if you want to get more out of me, you're gonna need Lord Strongheart's paw print first. Paw print? Literally calling him a furry. What's all this about? It's like there's something going on between Gregson and Lord Van Zeeks here. No! I'm ignoring these. I'm ignoring this chat. I don't acknowledge this. It would appear that the inspector has revealed all he is at liberty to reveal. Mr. Graydon, let's return to your testimony. Gladly, my lord. Absolutely no. Okay. Alright. What do you have against fish and chips? Fish and chips is fine. This was taken. No reason to break into the shop. Did I press this yet? Oh, present at the last one? Okay, well, I'll finish pressing it and then... Perhaps he's seen something of value among the forfeited items? No, not at all. Oh. A valuer was brought in by the police to assess everything in the shop. Without exception, every article on the shelves was common or garden bric-a-brac. What? In that case, it's clear that you broke into the shop later that day in order to recover Mr. McGilded's disc. Have you not been listening, man? Even if I had wanted to recover the disc, you may recall that it had been seized by the police that afternoon. It was no more in the shop that night than I. As I keep saying, I simply had no reason to break in. So there was nothing of McGilda's left in the shop that night, nothing this man might have been after. I wonder if that's really true. Bruno, if you have some evidence, then let him have it. I'm dying to see that irritatingly assured expression of his crumble. Okay. Yeah. Threaten Gina, force her to take the redemption ticket. There's no doubt about it. That witness is lying through his pearly white teeth. The police were obviously after anything left behind by McGilded as well. That's why Inspector Gregson ended up taking the disc into custody that day. But Gregsy's been being very strange about all this. There must be a reason for that, I'm sure. I just don't know what it is. Yeah, why is Gregson acting so sussy? Need to focus on exposing the fact that Mr. Graydon is lying in his system. Okay. Oh yeah, the stereoscope? Oh yeah, because that's what, like, took the picture of him. No reason to break into the shop. Or no. Wait. Left behind the stereoscope? No, because isn't the... I thought that was like the camera thing that Sholmes left. Wait, why would he need the stereoscope? He left it there? Wait, did we ever even examine this? Okay, yeah. Present it. Smells like fish suddenly. Sussy fishy. Yes, Gregson's very fishy. Okay, I'll present this. This seems wrong. There's clearly something odd about that last statement made by the witness. There's clearly something odd here indeed. Your behavior, counsel. Oh, haha. Please don't mind me. That would be significantly easier if you would lower your hand. No! I won't lower my hand until I prove my client's innocence, as long as it's quite quick. So it was wrong. Daw, you led me astray. I think this is the statement that I have to present, though, because he did have to have some reason. What was the reason? Because he didn't need to get the disc anymore because the police took it, and then... no reason. Wait, what else do I have? Oh, the ticket box? Ticket box? Do you just mean the ticket? This thing? Or... wait, did it have his name on it? I forget. Overcoat. Ticket box? Oh. Oh, this? Redemption. Oh, wait. This was... yeah, the other... oh, yeah, the other bot. I forgot about that. Yeah, because he wasn't there for the... yeah, okay. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, yeah, you're right. This disc was deposited at Windibanks on Magnus McGilded's instructions. Don't worry, I remembered. Yeah, you remember stuff more than I do. You knew that, and you went there with the intention of obtaining it for yourself. Yukihari! conjecture again, and in any case, the disc was taken into custody by the police that afternoon. The witness had no reason to visit the pawnbrokery again that night. Sorry, my learned friend, but that's not true. Ooh, how the turntables. Now Van Zeeks is the learned friend. No, you can't be granted a Spectre Squirt. What? Mr. McGilded had another article in Pawn at Windibanks. As this second pawnbroker's ticket proves. Ah! There were 2 articles belonging to Mr. McGilded in Windibanks pawnbrokery. And the reason you broke into the shop that night was to recover the second one. Together with your 2 accomplices, the Skulkin brothers. She said no! I'm just reading! This is the second ticket, is it? Ah! This is what happens when I'm just reading everything. The article description reads, 1 small box. A rather vague description, it seems to me. Reading is dangerous. Yeah, clearly. No! What if I just stop looking at chat? Are you suggesting that I broke into the pawnbrokery with these clowns in order to steal some trinket box? I believe there are adequate grounds to suspect that you did. This is absurd. Why on earth would I do such a thing? Once the article had been forfeited, I could simply walk into the shop and purchase it. There would be absolutely no need for me to resort to theft. That's a good point. Oh hey! Hey Armstrong! Back from midterm exam was not a fun experience. Oh no! I hope you did well in your exam. Good luck. Yeah, I hope you did well. Cushy Ivy League school. Yeah, if you're a senator, you gotta have gone to some fancy pants university. This Graydon fellow needed the small box that very night, does it? Ooh. It's time to put an end to this nonsense, my lord. Could you be a little less cryptic, Lord Van Zeeks? Roasted by Santa. I do hate to ruin my learned friend's argument, but the truth is quite incontrovertible. On the night in question, no small box was taken from Windibank's pawnbrokery. And rest assured, the prosecution can prove it. What? What? Good gracious! Inspector, show the photographic prints to the court, if you please. Yes, sir. What prints? Wow, he has more prints. Why aren't these submitted like at the beginning of the case? These prints were taken from one of the detective's security cameras. Ah, Hurley's red-handed recorders again. Why couldn't Sholmes have given this to us if it was his camera? As previously explained using this plan of the shop layout, the victim's establishment was furnished with automatic cameras in 2 locations. One was set to capture the counter where Mr. Windibank received his customers, and the other was set to capture the shelves in which articles were placed for sale once forfeited. According to the information on this ticket, McGilded's small box had been forfeited already. 2 days before the incident at 9 p.m. on 13th April to be precise. Which means it would have been on the shelves of forfeited items in the shop front. Now, what I have here is a print taken by one of the cameras about 2 hours before the incident. That's at 11 p.m. on 15th April. The victim certainly had a very full shop, it would appear. Yeah, withholding evidence. Can't show all your cards. We need all the cards in a court case. Updating the autopsy report. No, that is not a cause of death. And then here we have another print. This one was taken about 2 hours after the incident. I see, so we have 2 pictures to compare. Are we gonna have to cross our eyes again? Though I must say that placing them side by side leaves me cold. Okay. Spot the difference time. Or if I try the crossing eyes thing again, will anything happen? Did the box move? Dear me, that's starting to make my head ache. Same! Yeah, maybe now we gotta use the stereoscope. Obviously, at Scotland Yard, we considered theft as one possible motive in this case. We explored the possibility that something had been taken in addition to the victim's life. So your men have already compared these 2 prints thoroughly, Inspector? Yes, sir. Ooh. We counted every single item in each of these 2 photographic prints. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks different. I bet the box like shifted a little or something. And the Yard's conclusion is that exactly the same number are present in both. He probably like switched it with like an identical box or something. In other words, nothing was taken from the pawnbrokery on the night in question. And my learned friend's assertion is nothing more than a hopeful fantasy. Ah! I don't believe it. If I could have just shown that he'd stolen Miss Gilded's pawned box. I might have been able to break him down at last. How is he able to wiggle his shoulders like that when he has an injured arm? You know what, Bruno? I've been thinking. I wonder if these 2 photographs really are exactly the same. What? So, counsel, in the light of the evidence put forward by the prosecution, what is your position? It seems that, in fact, on the night in question, nothing was stolen from the victim's establishment. Yeah, he just JoJo poses whenever he feels like it. When you're in constant pain, but swag is life. Yeah, he's a very weird egg. Do you accept the prosecution's assertion? I don't know. Could there be some hidden discrepancy in these 2 photographic prints somewhere? Yeah. Oh, can we use... We can use the thing here, right? It'll let us use it. Before I give my answer, my lord, I'd like to try something if I may. Try something? What do you mean, counsel? I'll need to use a certain piece of evidence from the court record to identify the discrepancy. I'm not entirely sure I follow. Which piece of evidence? Okay, yeah. Let's go. Okay. I don't have to cross my eyes. Kurae! I'd like to use this device, my lord. To view the two prints stereoscopically. Oh! the fanboy. He's so happy. I'm not gonna do that. I don't... Yes, you've caught the bug at last. You can't resist it, can you? You've got the cross-eyed compulsion. What? Juror number 3, what a surprise. Come on, Runo. Let's put the pictures in place and see what this wonderful contraption shows us. There we go. Now look through the eyepiece. Oh. It wasn't the box. What is... Wait, is that the box? I was looking at the blue box. I don't actually know which box it was. I wasn't sure at first, but there is a clear discrepancy between these two prints. What? You must identify the location in question for the court, counsel. What? Why is this even necessary? I can, like, literally... It's this. Watch it not be this. It's like, oh, it's actually, like, the timestamp or, like, the horse. It's this. Wait, let me... Okay, there we go. It's centered. Granted, these two prints are almost identical. Yeah, Dora the Explorer moment. Where's the evidence? However, there is one minor discrepancy between them. What? When you view the two pictures stereoscopically, a single area stands out as being different, the location of this small box. Let me... Wait, unbelievable! I want to see Van Zeeks cross his eyes. Why didn't this game let us see it? What this tells us is very simple. Mr. McGilded's small box was indeed not stolen from Windibanks on the night in question. Yeah, he looks hilarious with that thing on. What? Not a savage. There's no juice on this on the stereoscope. Somebody picked up this particular box and then returned it to its place on the shelves. Are you suggesting that the small box originally deposited by Mr. McGilded is in fact... Yes, the very same small box I just identified in those photographic prints. Igiyari! Mindless guesswork. What if it was? So a box was moved on the shelf. Nothing was stolen. Which means, quite simply, that nothing has changed. That may be true, but... Alright, McGilded's box wasn't stolen then. But doesn't the fact that it was moved like that change things? I mean... Yeah, but... I don't know how... I don't know what it changes, though. Guess it just proves that he, like... swapped it out, maybe? Changes everything. I believe this changes everything about the case. How can that possibly be? I don't know. I don't know, man. The crucial point is the fact that what was moved was a small box. In other words, we have to consider what might have been inside that box. What are you suggesting? I love this pose. He looks so evil. I'm suggesting that we need to examine that box as soon as possible. A vital piece of evidence is sitting on the shelves at Windibanks as we speak. Are we gonna have to go back there? That won't be necessary. Some little box belonging to a man who died 2 months ago can't possibly be relevant to this trial. The court does not uphold your objection, Lord Van Zeeks. Bailiff, arrange for an officer to go to Baker Street at once. Ah, I thought we would have to go there again. Obtain the small box in question and bring it back here for further examination. What's in the box? This is the real question of this case. What's in the box? Oh god, for a sec I thought it was gonna be to be continued. We should have a report within half an hour. Half an hour? Just like... How far away is it? Yeah, what's in the box? A cat. Tofu's in the box. I think perhaps we should recess for a short while until the evidence is brought forth. To be hoodwinked by such a farce. Disappointing. I beg your pardon, Lord Van Zeeks. This is nothing but a smokescreen, a Nipponese specialty, it would seem. What are you trying to say? My learned friend has persisted with the same line of reasoning from the very beginning. That this witness's intent was to steal an article belonging to Mr. McGilded from the pawnbrokery. Dick in a box. Oh my god. That song. I still can't believe that was a thing. Back in those SNL days. Ayana's Yaoi collection. You think it would fit in a small box like that? Van Zeek's defense mechanism is racism. Exactly! It would be beyond absurd to break into a place for the purpose of stealing such commonplace property. If your lordship recalls, Mr. McGilded perished 2 months ago, immediately after the conclusion of his trial. A trial in which he was found not guilty. A trial in which it was established he was the upstanding member of society his reputation implied, in fact. So I propose a toast to my learned friend and his most insightful defense. The articles this upstanding member of society pawned were entirely ordinary. A black overcoat that just happened to have a music box disc in one of its pockets and a small box. Admit to having said collection? No! I'm just saying, like, if there was a collection like that, it would not fit in a tiny box like that. I assure you, I wouldn't accept even if the man tried to make a gift of such things to me. Ooh, the jury's convinced. Can't deposit cash in a pawn. Oh, I can't even finish reading. The prosecution's argument is undeniably compelling. It is incumbent on the defense now to bolster its argument. To explain what possible significance these commonplace articles pawed by this fine citizen could have. Well, counsel, is your argument in fact demonstrable? Sus. NASA needs all of its computers to store Ayana's PL collection. NASA. Are you able to show proof that the disc or the box are in any tangible way related to this case? Well, what's the matter, Runo? We know that they're related, don't we? They're both vital pieces of evidence. Yes, of course, you and I both know that. We know McGilded's true character, and we know the disc is significant, even if we don't know why. But if we explain all that to the court at this point, we'll have to acknowledge that McGilded's acquittal 2 months ago was a mistake. Man, don't we want to tell the truth though? Like, come on. Olympic pool. No! Not an Olympic pool. Ew. Oh my god. The defense's argument was flawed based on false information. I mean, does it even matter at this point? He died. McGilded died. Like, I think it's fine. Oh no! And that would mean admitting that Gina committed perjury. Okay, but like, she's being accused of murder. I think perjury is probably a lighter sentence, right? Like, which one? Which one would you rather? They call me Michael Phelps. Could it be that Van Zieks knows? Is that why he's doing this now? Because he anticipated everything? Yeah, he's always... he anticipates everything. But maybe... this could be a great opportunity for us. Sorry, what do you mean, Iris? Well, what is it that you always say, Runo? Sooner or later, the truth comes out. Every time. Alright, the exact significance of the things that McGilded deposited with Mr. Windibank is something that only Gina can explain to the court. But if I put her on the stand to testify about that, it could critically damage our chances of winning this case. What's the right thing to do here? I mean... like I said, like, perjury is a much lighter sentence than, like, murder. Just testify. Even if they know she's lying. Or she lied before. My lord, the defense would like to make a proposal. Oh, what proposal? What proposal, counsel? While the court awaits the arrival of Mr. McGilded's small box, I would like to call the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade, to the witness stand. The defendant? To what end? It's to do with the various articles deposited at Windibanks by Mr. McGilded, my lord. Miss Lestrade has information relating to them. I believe it would be beneficial for the court to hear what she has to say. It will prove the significance of the articles in question once and for all. Well, well, things are becoming interesting. I presume you've considered the implications of the testimony you're proposing? In particular, the impact it will have on the accused's standing, and indeed your own. I have. Lord Van Zieks, would you care to explain that last remark? The prosecution accepts the defense's proposal. I move to interrupt the cross-examination of the current witness and hear from the accused herself. Very well, if you have no objection. So the court will now hear the testimony of the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. You witnesses currently in the stand may step down until further notice. He's not even wearing the hat and he's like adjusting his invisible hat. Then I shall bid you good day. Wait. You, sir, shall remain in the stand while Miss Lestrade testifies. What? As you wish. Alright then, Gina, it's time. I know this will be hard, but please, put your faith in me here. Good luck, Bruno. Why is Van Zeeks want him next? I mean, that works out for us because he might, like, react to stuff, right? The articles that Mr. McGilded had deposited in Windibank's pawnbrokery are intimately related with the omnibus case, the trial of which was heard in this courtroom 2 months ago. Okay, yeah. The guy's somehow more extra than Van Zeeks. Yeah. Just wait till he like throws something at the gallery, then he'll be even crazier. Yes, and I remember this young lady being brought before me in that trial as well. That's right, my lord. Her testimony helped to establish the innocence of the defendant, Mr. McGilded. The omnibus case was intriguing, to say the least. Intriguing, to say the least. And now here we all are again, the same players in that trial facing each other once more. A twist of fate, perhaps, my Nipponese friend. Allow me to recap the events of 2 months ago. An old brickmaker was stabbed to death in an omnibus running along London's winter streets. Apart from the victim, there was only one other person in the carriage, Mr. McGilded. Naturally, he was the prime suspect for the murder. But as the trial progressed, another possibility emerged. That the murder in fact took place above the defendant's head on the roof deck, with the body then being dropped through the skylight into the carriage below. It was Miss Lestrade whose testimony brought that possibility to light. You know, I think we actually did finish this case like 2 months ago. So we're doing this trial in real time. Or we're playing Ace Attorney in real time. It might have been 2 months ago by the time we finished this one. Immediately after the trial, being acquitted of the murder, Mr. McGilded died in this very courtroom in the most extraordinary of circumstances. Yeah, immersion. I think it was like 2 months ago. It feels like it. A mystery that remains unsolved even now, 2 months on. As indeed does the omnibus murder itself. Be that as it may, I recall neither the disc nor this small box being mentioned in the course of those proceedings. Miss Lestrade, would you tell the court now, please? What really happened in the omnibus 2 months ago, I mean? I don't know what you mean. I already said all of what I know. And what about everything you told us yesterday from inside your prison cell? Please, Miss Lestrade, this is extremely important. But... Remember, little girl. If it transpires that you willfully withheld information in the trial 2 months ago, the Home Office will seek to prosecute you for perjury. And naturally, you will lose all credibility as a witness. So what's even the punishment for perjury compared to murder? Like jail time? She was already in the jail though. Although let's face facts. You have little credibility to lose. Ginny, don't listen to him! Please, you have to trust Runo now. Iris? We're on your side! Alright then. I'll talk. Execution. Punishment is taking away her Ayana merch. I don't even have merch. It's the right choice, Gina. Well, it would seem that my learned friend is hellbent on bringing the entire courtroom down about his ears. So be it. That is not the punishment. I must confess that I'm struggling to understand what on earth is happening here. However, it would appear that Mr. McGilded's pawned articles in that extraordinary case of the omnibus, extraordinary, harbor secrets of which we have been hitherto unaware. So, Miss Lestrade, you will now give your testimony before the court about the events of 2 months ago. You will reveal the truth, a commodity sorely lacking in your original statements. See, like, they already know that she lied. Like, what? Didn't she already lie to the court? So, like, what's even the point? Isn't she already gonna be charged with perjury? Okay. Truth is that Brickmaker Cove was in the cabin of the omnibus the whole time. When the Irishman dragged me out from under the seat, I saw that disc on the floor. All of a sudden, I heard a scream from over me head, and that pair on the roof deck went off to call the slops. That's when McGilded slipped the driver some tin to do a run to the pawn shop roundabout. He threatened me not to snitch, not to say nothing to no one about what I'd seen or heard. Good grief, this is outrageous! What you've just told the court bears almost no resemblance to your testimony 2 months ago. As you say, my lord. Then there's every chance I may have adjudicated an error in McGilded's trial. It sounds very much to me as if the man deliberately deceived this court in an effort to cover up the most wicked of schemes. Without doubt, your lordship is correct. A great injustice was done in this courtroom 2 months ago. The actions of the accused in that trial, of this witness, and of my learned friend are entirely inexcusable. Burn her? No! It was all lies! No, the lawyer wasn't in on it too! You're wrong, the lot of ya! Mr. Naruto, the lawyer here, he didn't know nothing about it! Humbug! I don't think so. Are we really expected to believe that? Wait, did Stereoscope Guy not say anything, or did I skip it? He really stitched everyone up, didn't he? What an operation to get the man off scot-free. Unforgivable! Stop. The lies have to stop. Stop. As punishment, Judge Santa will rip off his robes to reveal a Senator Armstrong to your muscular body. They'll slap her. I totally believe that he looks like, that he's actually like that, the Santa from the DreamWorks from Rise of the Guardians, the buff Russian Santa. That's totally what he actually looks like. The defense made a terrible error of judgment. I intend to take full responsibility and suffer whatever consequences are deemed appropriate. However, it's imperative that the court allows the witness to elaborate on her testimony. Because the true significance of McGilded's pawned articles must be brought to light. Very well, my learned student friend. Given the depths of calamity you have just plunged yourself into, this may well be worth hearing. Words fail me. This situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord. I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial. Of course, my lord. What's our... Is he gonna deport us? The racism? Blimey, Mr. Naruhodo. Now, counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. All right, here we go. Death? Hi, cheese. Welcome. Punishment is a year in the BL. How is that a punishment? She's to blame. Judge will require a taste of the Naruhodo bussy. Oh my god. Wait, so we have to... Okay, what did she say? Picnic your coat within the cabin. Okay, so... Mata! You were hiding in the cabin at the time as well, weren't you, Miss Lestrade? If I remember rightly, in the storage compartment underneath one of the seats? Ooh, why is Eggert turned around? This seems very suspicious. Oh, what? They're like talking to each other. What are they whispering about? Okay, I better press everything. I bet they're gonna like react to something. Wait, stream? Yeah, maybe we back? Okay, good. Autoplayed, not ended. Okay. Sorry, internet, maybe it's my internet again. Stream's fine. Spectre curse? Yeah, that's the actual Spectre curse. False testimony, my lord. That's what he told me I had to say. But it's important that you tell us the truth now. Were Mr. McGilded and the victim acquaintances? I dunno. But I did hear him talking a lot. What were they talking about? Well, I couldn't hear too well, but if I had to say, I think it was about money or something. They kept talking about buy-in and not buy-in. Perhaps business dealings of some kind. Well, anyway, they got louder and louder. It started to sound like a proper fight. I was pretty scared by then. I hardly dared to breathe, and then, all of a sudden, I heard a noise like someone keeling over on the floor. It was bloomin' loud and all. And I believe you let out an involuntary scream? Yeah. That's what gave me away. Was the disc you saw this disc? Yeah, I reckon it probably was. It was right next to the cove lying on the floor. Could this disc have belonged to the victim, perhaps? I don't know, but McGilded picked it up pretty smartish. And then he sat the cove with the knife in his belly up on the seat. What did he say to you at that time? He told me not to say a word about what I'd seen or heard to no one. About the disc and all. I was dead scared. The way he was looking at me, I thought, if I didn't go along with it, I'd get stuck with that knife too. Then he started asking me a load of questions. Like what me name was and where I lived and that. He asked me about being a diver too. But after a while, what had happened in the carriage was noticed. Yeah, that's right. First there was a kind of rapping noise. Rapping noise. McGilded rapping in the carriage. Oh, hey, Taka! We're just cross-examining. Or does this count as a cross-examination anymore? I guess it is. We're interrogating Gina about the omnibus case from 2 months ago. No, I wasn't revealed to be JFK's killer. More false accusations. Back under the seat where I started. Once the carriage came to an halt, the two coves from the roof ran off to fetch the slops. If they immediately left to fetch the police, it would appear they were entirely unrelated to the incident. So that left McGilded, the driver, and you still at the scene. Yeah, only the driver didn't know I was there because I was under the seat. I heard the cabin door open and a voice from outside. The driver, yes, he also testified in the trial, I believe. Oh, Bethel! The cold, cold old man. What did McGilded and the driver say to each other? I don't know what happened and stuff like that, mainly. That pawn shop obviously being Windibank's on Baker Street. Just a moment, counsel! Do you mean to tell me that the driver gave false testimony in that trial as well? Perhaps the excursion to the pawnbrokery slipped his mind when he was in the stand. Indeed, Lord Van Zeeks. McGilded took off his coat and gave it to the driver. He folded it up all careful-like before handing it over. When I saw him do that, I remember thinking, that coat and what's in it has got to be worth a few bob. Gina was sure the disc must be worth more than Mr. Windibank was suggesting, wasn't she? I remember her quibbling with him over the price that afternoon at the pawnbrokery. The driver looked pretty happy when McGilded flashed some brass in his face. He went running off at a lick. Then the bog trotter called to me and told me to come out from the drag's cabin. Oh no. Stream stuttering. Wait, hello? Oh my god, okay. Oh no! Wait, is it like... Wait, okay. Okay, hello. Is it better now? Let me check my own channel. Wow, it's still lagging. Man, I think it's delayed on my end too. I opened my own page and it's like really delayed. Okay, well, if you guys are able to hear this, I think maybe I will have to end it here. Oh my god. I need to save. I'll just save at least. Yeah, I'm refreshing my own page now too to check. Oh wait, yeah, now it's better. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Man, everything's just going wrong today. It's gotta be that house intruder, you know, from earlier, messing with my internet. Spector curse. Wonder's living inside my walls now. Yeah. Wonder. Fix my internet. Okay, well, let's try to get through Gina's testimony, and then I'll probably end for tonight. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I got a fair bit in at least. My Wi-Fi trying to leave my house. My Wi-Fi triggered the alarm, yeah. Alright, let's just get through this quickly. Let's finish this part at least before my internet dies again. Okay, told me I'd have to hang on to the ticket from the pawn shop and make sure not to lose it. The ticket? Well, I never. Said that if he didn't show up to get the ticket off me before 2 months passed, I had to go to the pawn shop and pay the money to keep it in lug to stop it being forfeited. He left me with some brass to pay for it. Yeah, speedrun! A speedrun! I don't know if I'll even bother reading all of it, I just want to get through it. Okay, depositing his overcoat with a pawnbroker makes no sense at all. Okay, what McGill had the driver deposit was something he didn't want the police to see. Something very important that he needed to hide at all costs. Anyway, after that, he let me go. So I liked it before the coppers showed up. Okay, Gina trusts us. Okay. Face a charge of perjury once this trial's over. As much. Didn't I just press everything? I did! Didn't I press everything already? Take a look at those two. Isn't it strange that they've been whispering to each other the entire time? Yeah! But they didn't, like, react to anything. Anything I can do about it. Oh, can I, like, push them when they're not, like... even if there's no exclamation point? I'm pretty sure I pressed all of these. Did I not? Saw that this. All of a sudden, heard a scream. Maybe I didn't do this one. Oh, well, welcome back. Wow, that pizza traveled fast. Okay, yeah, we did this one already. So then... maybe I missed something while my internet was dying. Okay, Beppo. Because they're just talking like this the whole time. They didn't react to anything yet. So McGill did slip the driver some tin. Okay, yeah, we already did this one too. Yeah, I gotta look at them talking. But they're like talking the whole time. Maybe it was this last statement. Oh, we can pursue them on any statement? Does it matter which... Oh, can I just... I'll just do it. Okay, I'll just press... Is there something you'd like to share with the court, Inspector Gregson and Mr. Graydon? Oh, okay. Inspector! Mr. Graydon! Wow! Oh, okay. I thought I had to wait until there was like an exclamation point. You have been whispering to each other for quite some time now. Tell us, what is the discussion about? Discussion with this fella? Pull the other one, sunshine! You think I've got anything to talk about with a shady gent like this? And I have nothing to say to this uncouth detective after he deprived me of that disc that was rightfully mine. But they've clearly been talking the entire time I've been cross-examining Gina. It's as if they've been negotiating. Thank you, Miss Lestrade. Thank you, Counsel. I've heard enough. I believe we now have a reasonable understanding of what actually transpired on the omnibus. It would appear on that night 2 months ago, a negotiation was taking place on the omnibus. A negotiation concerning this disc, however, matters did not run smoothly. When the parties involved began to quarrel over price, McGilded took what he wanted by force, at the expense of the other man's life. Which proves my point. The disc is clearly extremely valuable in some way. Although I don't understand why as yet. And 2 days ago, precisely 2 months after the omnibus incident, McGilded's coat and its contents were due to be forfeited. I didn't know what I should do with the ticket. I mean, the Cove died right after his trial, I knew that. So you decided you would try to claim the articles as your own. Well, why not, eh? They were only gonna be forfeited. Why shouldn't I have got them? Anyway, you can't blame me for thinking about it. Thinking ain't no crime. Miss Lestrade, it would appear Mr. McGilded was prepared to kill in order to take possession of this disc. Do you know why that would be? Eh? I ain't got a clue. But I reckon it must be worth a fair bit of brass. He is probably gonna sell it. And you can't blame me for thinking that. Thinking ain't no crime. My lord! The evidence your lordship requested has been located and is ready for the court's inspection, sir. Wow! Oh? A mysterious little box deposited by McGilded 2 months ago. There's no doubt in my mind that it's a key piece in this far-reaching puzzle. Is it gonna is it gonna be to be continued here? Okay, Joe, have a good lunch. Exploding Wi-Fi. No, don't choke on it. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah, let's wrap this up before my Wi-Fi explodes again. We made it to the end. Oh wait. No, we'll start this next time. Hi. Wait, okay. Continued in Ace Combat. That's true, because we'll do Ace Combat before I play this again next week. But yeah, sorry guys. Sorry for the Wi-Fi troubles, but at least we made it to the end of this part, I mean. I don't know how many more streams this will take to get to the end of this case. I'm pretty sure, I feel like we'll have to examine the box, and then there's gotta be some more stuff like with Sholmes, right? Like he's gotta come back. I feel like it might even take like three more streams to finish this freaking case. Oh hey Quad! Oh no! Welcome to the end, Quad. At least you missed all the Wi-Fi troubles then if you just got here. But yeah, so this week we're not gonna have a stream on Thursday, but I'll be back on Toki's channel to finish Undertale, and that will probably be another long stream. So I'm like, I should probably take a break on Thursday. And then Sunday, Ace Combat, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I still need to finish I Am Dead too, because my Wi-Fi died before I could finish that too. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll probably move that to next week, because I don't think I have the energy to do a gorilla stream to finish that this week. But yeah, just one more stream? Okay. Unless the Wi-Fi decides to not let me finish it. But yeah, after I finish Ace Attorney, I'll like take a short break to do some other games. So Ace Combat Thursday. No stream this Thursday. Next Thursday probably though. But yeah, I still need to figure out schedule stuff. But yeah, after Ace Attorney, I'll probably switch to Disco Elysium for a little bit to give myself an Ace Attorney break. And then yeah, I think there's some other like shorter games that I want to finish too, so I'll do that. And then we'll start Ace Attorney, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles 2 after that. But it'll probably be like in a month or two after I finish this one, so yeah, no stream Thursday, sorry. I'm gonna be on Toki's channel for like 5 or 6 hours on Friday, so I need to conserve my energy. Hentai game Thursday. You can do that on your own time. That can you can do that on Thursday. Thanks for stream. Yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry again for the Wi-Fi troubles, and sorry for being late because of my house alarm. There's just like everything's going wrong today. I don't know what's happening. But yeah. Hopefully things will go well on Friday. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll be on Discord and everything. Don't get fun out of it solo. Oh, that's too bad. But yeah, I'll be around. See you guys. Otsuyana. Bye bye.